Alrighty, knuckleheads. Grumpy Grandpa here, and my better half, Debbie, is with me. Why, Debbie?
I have no idea.
For ratings, I don't know. They call it all different things, like for watches and all this other stuff. I was in the TV business, so I like to call it ratings.
Ratings.
And if you go live, it's not live; it's a live shot. That's what we used to call it.
Live shot.
Live shot. So. You might hear me
and then we can put it on tape.
I use terminology that other people don't know because I was in the TV business, believe it or not.
In the olden days.
In the olden days, like a year ago. Okay, before this whole craziness started, which we are going to talk about today.
Okay.
But first, I want to go out to a picture. Okay, this is Doug TenNapel. He's trying to reach 80,000. See, he's at 78,000. And Doug TenNapel is a really good guy, and he has a great opener. I mean, his opening song, you should look that up and listen to the whole thing. It's really catchy. But Doug TenNapel really gets into the voter that's going on right now. That's how he does it, because you can't say the word. You gotta. So he gotta keep it so he stays up on the YouTubes.
Yes.
But Doug TenNapel, he's a really good guy. I'm leaving it up here for a second. I'll put the links down below. But very common sense. And he doesn't speak about anything until he has the proof of the things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes we like to delve into what we believe is happening. And he might a little bit, but he's more factual based. He's not going to lead you astray. And he tells you like it is. And he's a nice guy too. He's getting on to me, and he's got a live stream channel. That he has guests on. Kind of like I want to do with Grumpy Grandpa.
Yeah,
over
we gotta
on
get that on. Yeah, we gotta get that going on.
I want to do that over on Rumble, so we can talk freely.
Yes,
but he's
absolutely.
a good guy, and who knows? Maybe one day we can get lucky enough to have Doug TenNapel. Listen, one thing you got to do whenever you go over there and subscribe is go to his latest video and say, hey, Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show and Two Old People on a Couch sent me to you. And because we have a lot of pull, but if you say that, he might say, hey, who are these two guys? I got to get them on my show. They're a lovely couple. And by the way, I have to say, you do look mighty lovely today. You're getting ready to go to church.
I am getting ready to go to church.
That color, again, you had on the solid blue one.
Yeah.
Now you have on this color, and they both look fantastic on air.
They do.
Let's not bore the people anymore. Okay.
Let's don't bore the people anymore.
I just had to say that because you're my lovely wife. Okay. So let's get out to the show. Okay. First, all the stuff that's going on, we can say the names now a little bit.
We can?
Because Bill Gates has been in the news because of his divorce, right? But there's a lot more about that man. And it's kind of sort of coming out a little bit. We're smart enough. We know what's going on. But the rest of the world doesn't know. They just think he makes software, And then you have Dr. Fauci. Another word you really couldn't say too much. But now his emails are getting out.
Yeah.
And it looks like, things are going on. But we knew this long ago, right? As soon as they started pulling off these shenanigans, we were like, oh boy, this is, to bring in the one world order. Now I'm starting to talk words that might take us down. The one world order. And what did you say? What did you always talk about? The Great Reset.
Yeah, the Great Reset.
The Great Reset.
What they're trying to do.
How are they going to pull that off and all that stuff and everything?
Yeah.
And, the more pieces just fall in line.
Yeah, they do fall in line.
We know what's going on. So what I'm trying to do with all this rambling is trying to get to the point of, I'm going to show a couple video clips to get your minds starting to dig deep and start looking into this stuff open-minded and not just be watching the regular TV and going, just following along like do and wake you up a little bit. Okay. So here we go.
All right.
Okay. I got to pause and play. So this might get a little crazy here. All right. Here we go. That was wrong video. That was Mark's Bizarre Happy Place, which is a spoof of your Debbie's Mindless Happy Place. It's a channel. I don't want to bore the men with it because it's a crafting channel. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. Here we go.
Is that there is no question that there will be a challenge to the coming administration in the arena of infectious diseases, both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that, but also there will be a surprise outbreak.
Yeah.
Okay. A surprise
Outbreak.
Surprise means you don't know it's going to happen.
Right. But
There's
yeah,
no
he's
way.
talking about it in 2017.
It's just like saying there's going to be an eruption on a volcano and saying it's going to happen during a certain president's term.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. There's going to be a volcanic eruption during a surprise eruption of a volcano during President Trump's tenure.
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's
Yeah.
He can predict the future.
Yeah.
Okay, no, listen, it's all they knew. You know, I don't know if it was part of the those two FBI agents, Strzok and Page. I don't know if it was their security blanket or whatever they had a backup plan, right?
Yeah.
We're all working together. It gets really okay. Let's keep on going here.
Okay.
It's gonna go back to the beginning.
Oh, you're silly.
Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna do it anyway.
Is that there is no question that there will be a challenge to the coming administration in the arena of infectious diseases, both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that, but also there will be a surprise outbreak.
People should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better.
Okay, I'm going to leave it here so we don't have to watch it all again.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're totally professional here.
Yeah, we are. We're laser focused.
I should have had it so it didn't keep restarting it
Should have
from
had
the
different
beginning.
clips.
Okay, this is hard work to do all
It
this.
is
Okay,
hard
now
work.
listen to me, people. Okay, so he said that it would be ludicrous to think that little paper mask would do anything. You don't have to wear it. That's
early.
That's early on. That's before his handler
Mm-hmm.
said, "Wait a second, we need theater.
Yeah,
we need this
theater.
to look bad.
Mhm.
We want people to be scared,
Mhm.
and like they do over in China, right?
Yes.
They want, and they already make those people. They've been wearing it for about 10 or 20 years now. If you go over there."
Mhm.
They've been wearing those masks forever already. They already got those people plumb scared out of their mind over there.
Yeah.
So he's like, that's what we want here
Yeah.
to help with,
The theater.
the one world order and
The Great Reset.
and all this. We got to bring down a sitting president. We got a lot of work to do
We got
here.
a lot of work to do. Because
Okay.
now Biden is trying to dictate the global tax bracket for the world. So all of a sudden,
Okay.
Biden.
Boy,
Yeah.
you're opening up a can of worms that I'm getting onto next here. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go out 3 months before the first announcement of the CV was coming out, right?
Okay.
3 months before it,
Mm-hmm.
Event 201.
Yes.
You're not going to
Oh
believe.
my goodness.
I mean, as soon as I saw this, I was like, that guarantees they did this, right? You know, it's like they did this on
Where are we
purpose.
going now?
Oh my God, we might be taken down, but that's okay. They did this on purpose, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put it in the link down below. It's on YouTube, so Event 201 Highlights is called. Event 201 Highlights. I sped it up a little bit because it's really boring. And I used to have a meter here so I could adjust it to go show you different things, and it's not there. So I'm still going to play it, though. We'll see if I can find it somewhere while it's going. Here we go.
It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia. The sickest required intensive care, many died. Experts agree unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere.
The mission of the Pandemic Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with the major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society.
We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times as many in a month if we are not able to stop the spread. That would be on the order of 500,000 cases, and it would continue to rise exponentially. In 3 months, we could be approaching 10 million cases.
We're at the start of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic. And there are problems emerging that can only be solved by global business and governments working together.
We have known about capsule-like viruses in animals and people for decades, but have not been successful at developing a licensed vaccine. And sure, there are new technologies.
Okay.
I like how they had news people, like clips, news clips that they intersected in there.
Whenever I was setting up the show, I could grab the play line on it and stretch it and show different, and now it's gone. I wanted to show you all kinds of stuff during, but go ahead and look at it yourself. I'll just talk about it.
Okay.
Instead of just dragging and showing you. Okay. Now that we know more, but whenever that came out, nobody knew about the who, the what, the who. And it's like an info, because the one lady in it says, like, the UN, director says, well, we could, handle some of it. And then they said, whoa, no, you can't. We need to fund the WHO. They're the only ones that could pull off handling this, right? And then they said, well, we could help, distribute. No, whoa, no. Only the manufacturers of the vaccine and everything can handle that. Like Johnson & Johnson was in on that meeting. The CDC of United States, like former CDC, the CDC of China was in that meeting. Basically, it was they wanted to see how people
would react,
and then put in their mind, no, this is how you will react. They put it in their brain, like, boy, if this ever happened, you need to do this, 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 and this, and we have to do it with, and so Bill Gates has been in the news a lot here lately.
Yeah,
guess who put on Event 201 and funded it?
Bill Gates.
Very good. And guess John Hopkins hosted it, and guess who Bill Gates gives a lot of money to?
John Hopkins.
The Bill Gates Foundation, gives a lot of money to them. Guess who Bill Gates donates a lot of money to? The WHO. Back in 1991, people, guess what? While Microsoft was still going, something everybody needs. He learned quick. If everybody needs something, and it's the only thing out there, you get rich, right? So he's like, what's the next move? He already started investing in biotech. He said, the main thing I invest in is Microsoft right now. The second thing is biotech. Why? Because people need the medicine, maybe, to stay alive. But you got to push that narrative, right? So he invested in all the biotech companies.
Yes.
Right? So you got that going on, right? It's all tied together. And so, he can't control the CDC. He's like, man, I'm trying, but I can't.
Yeah.
Why don't I just start one that is bigger than the CDC that oversees the world? And then the crazy guy is always saying, well, with healthy medicines and everything, the population will go down. Yeah. It's anybody with common sense knows that's nuts balls. That is nuts balls.
Yeah, wrong show.
Yeah, I'm going to use it.
Okay.
That's Two Old People on a Couch. Two Old People on a Couch. Go subscribe to them if you're not already to. That's our show.
Our show.
And we keep it more light. We don't get into crazy stuff like this.
No. Because I like my channel.
Yeah, it would, and I'm telling we might, because I'm going to go over to Rumble. Look up Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show on Rumble. I'm going to be there. Okay. So let's get back to
we're going to have some guests over there.
We're going to have guests over there, and we're going to be able to say key words that I'm trying right now, because all these words are out right now. So I'm going to see if it flies or not. Okay, so where were we?
I have no idea.
Okay, I shouldn't have got sidetracked with Two Old People on a Couch. But okay, so let's get back to it. We got, the biotechs, right? And the WHO. You just make your own organization and you pump money into it, and they'll say whatever you want. Then, boy, you already own a lot of stocks in the biotechs and everything.
Yeah.
And how else do you control people's minds? You want to influence the media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, every major network in America has at least one biotech person on their board. I think maybe CBS doesn't, but all of them, I'm sure there is a guy that's on the board, but there's a biotech. They go to their bosses and then they go to the TV stations and say, well, you're going to tell them we want to air this and we want you to say this during your news and everything. It's
very scripted.
We know that. We're just trying to wake up the people out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But wouldn't it be nice if you owned your own media channel? Mm-hmm. Boy, remember, you hear MSNBC all the time, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows, the younger people don't know what MS stands for. It's Microsoft, people. It was a merger between Microsoft and NBC to make a news channel. Now, do you think the news is going to say anything bad about Microsoft?
No.
Or Bill Gates?
No.
If it's being funded by Microsoft?
No.
MSNBC, people. That's how it got started. Got to wake up. You just got to see all these things. So, I could go on. I'm just trying to think of all the other things that, what else do we need to survive? Food and water, right? What can make you rich? If you own and control the thing that people need to survive. Now they got them all thinking you need the vax.
The jab.
Yeah, the jab. You need that jab to survive. If you don't, you're going to kill grandma, and everything else. Even though if you're perfectly healthy.
Yeah, you shouldn't tread on
Listen to me. As long as you're perfectly healthy, you're going to be fine, right?
Okay.
You don't, in my opinion, need it. But they're pushing it because, the big pharmas make massive money if it's mandatory. So if you can make it mandatory, even better, man. People all have to get it. Somebody's going to get rich. Let's get back to the food. And the air conditioner just kicked on. This show is a train wreck.
I didn't even know the air conditioner was on.
I don't know. The light's not even on, but that's okay. Let's just get back to the show. Let's end it here real soon. Okay, so food. Well, Bill Gates is buying up all the farmland out there and everything.
Yes.
So he's gonna be able to keep you alive with, he's got his labs over there doing his things.
Yeah, he wants to make fake food. He wants you not to eat meat anymore, and
you control the food.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what we were talking about. Depopulation. Bill Gates thinks if you're healthy, you're gonna be more.
You're gonna have less kids.
Less kids or something, less population. But if you look at the chart he was showing, I didn't get that clip.
Yeah.
He showed a chart like only lately as it exploded. Well, medicines and everything have been keeping people alive longer. Hence the pot. And here in America, your parents had 2 kids, right?
Yes.
So there's already 2 people on the earth. They had 2 kids, right? Out of those 2 kids, how many kids were there? There was 4 more. So now there's 4 kids,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, your son passed away. So you're down to, 3, right? But then out of those 3 kids, they had kids.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, your dad passed away recently. But listen to me. Look at the population. It's exploding, and people are only having 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah.
So that theory is blown out of the water. He wants to depopulate, and he's giving everybody the jibby jabs all over the world and everything.
Yeah.
Making them think that population is going to go down if we make people better off and healthier. I don't see it.
Okay.
There's something nefarious going on about that too, but see, you just got to put all the little people. If you just look at one thing, like Bill Gates, Microsoft. He was a software inventor, right? If you stop right there and you don't start digging down, oh my gosh! And what did Bill Gates' father head up? I don't even want to go there.
No, don't even go there.
Do your own research.
Yeah. Do
your own research, like we say over on Two Old People on the Couch. I'm going to end it before this show gets way out of control, but I'm tired of dancing around all these subjects. I'm going to go over to Rumble, and I'm going to start hitting it a lot harder.
You're going to start rumbling.
But I wanted to go here. We'll see if this stays up or if it gets nixed because of all the... But we're going to give it a try. I want the people to know what I think is going on out there from my research, but I want you out there, people, you knuckleheads, do your own research, come to your own conclusions. Don't take my word for it. Do your own. Go over to Doug TenNapel. Tell him Grumpy Grandpa sent you over there, and Two Old People on the Couch. Maybe someday I'll be able to. I'll go live on his show so he can make money. I don't care. He could come over and do a Grumpy Grandpa Patriot show. Maybe, he'll invite us, Two Old People on the Couch, to come. And Doug, we know all the keywords. We won't go nuts like we're doing right here. We know the keywords. We'll keep it civil. We'll keep you from being banned. We'll use the and the like you do. All right. Like I say that at the end of all my shows, go subscribe to Doug TenNapel and tell him we sent you.